Now I show you how deep I take them right now, right? And look on this. I'll show you how Jamaica operates as a third world country. Enough people don't realize this. You know, so when them have lot of body here there, and them get 38 million, that time the dollars was like 80 to 1. Yeah? And 80 to 1, and you have to have about 38 million. Them get, that time the man get more than 400,000 US, you know. Per annum, you know, per year, you know. Yeah. He might get more than the Federal Reserve. Even though I know the dollar deep value our money to the Federal Reserve, the man they might get some over 30 million. Man, the governor had something, 29, 30 million. Like, he might get now, because Shade, I think, they come in and them did fire Lati body here. And take Brian Sykes away name. Same? Remember Bruce do that, right? And say them get a little deal where they can cut down something and them save 7.8 million or 8 million, right? But before even the money runs, so them man they get enough of money than a man around the Federal Reserve. We have the reserve that in a Federal Reserve around the whole US. Compare. Jamaica 2.8 million US, 330 million people. Number one in the world in enough things, right? Yeah, when I number one country. Federal Reserve, I run the whole of US currency, make sure this alright, make sure that alright, and if something happens to the economy, you know, so them move percentage point and them do what and them float this and do everything, and Federal Reserve may attack. And can you imagine we have a country. Look at the population, look at the country the man run to, and them that get less than our governor in a Jamaica. I'm showing you, you know. I'm showing you. As a matter of fact, even the governor right now, the governor, although the money, the value, I get more than the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi and them people. They can get like 190,000 US. So even if them they get 200,000 US, it work out to 30 million. See? So in a them bracket there, he might get right now. How much? Say money, the value, it's still in a them bracket they have. 29 at 30 million. See? And them I get less, them I get 200,000, them I get 190,000. So right now I might get more pay than them. And she's supposed to be like, I want the line into the Speaker of the House, a third, right? Yeah, because you have the President, the Vice President, and then the Speaker of the House. If anything, it run down the way there, I think so, yeah. See? So they might get, and the majority, and the majority leader, 190,000 to, and some get less than that. So the people who are around Congress around the world, they might get less than even Bank of Jamaica Governor for a third world country. And then you have some deputy Bank of Jamaica Governor and some other. So you have around 6 of them. But if you pay one bag of money, you know. That's how our country can reach away. Let me show you something. Show you this. Yeah? That's why you see me when I burn them, you know. I burn them. Alright. This was the man that pay. Remember we say I move him, see there? 38 million. More than the Federal Reserve. They even mention it. Come and show you. Can't see them mention it there. Them did mention it. Yeah? And they get more than the Federal Reserve for real. Right? And up to now, because he put in. Alright, so I could look on the salary of the Federal Reserve chairman. See there? Anybody salary, see? 2 or 3,000. Anybody? See? 2019 come up. Because I like them if you raise it, I know. You see me I say? The fully governor for 14 years, that. So you see the money? This are like 30,000, 30 million, this are like 30 Jamaican million, you know, 400 and like 30 million, 500,000. Yeah, right now. Right now. So him, but money gone to 100 and add to 1. And right now, who are on Bank of Jamaica right now? See there? Alright, but look on some senator where them get. See there? See there? Some senator there. See them pay, but for annum, where them there? Right up there, so. See them there? Resident poor, that, see there? 193,400. Majority leader. See there? You see that? Yeah. I saw them get for their money. So it's lower, but look at our Bank of Jamaica Governor. Right now. I'm going to say how much of them did right now. So yeah, let me tell you how much of them did right now. Because be a million them get it, and you have more than one, you know. You understand? Executive, Bank of Jamaica. All right, that 2017, that the central bank annual report. Individual executive were compensated with a range of 9 to 19.3 million, which was just over $1 million higher. That. Let me see this now. BOJ executive management. Governor. All right, so comprised of, let me see this, of the governor, the senior deputy governor. So we have to pay them. The government I get too much money, you know. Then you have a senior deputy governor, 4 deputy governors were officers appointed under the fixed term contract. So we have 4 deputy governors where we are pay. For a little country like this, where if the US money, anything happen, we can't cushion nothing. We never even need a Bank of Jamaica. And we a third world country. And this, and that them me after the about to Jamaica. We no business where them want come tell we have be a foolish system attack. See? Alright? So remember so much people them have that work down in the bank, you know. Them have 445 permanent in position and 140 fixed term contract. See? 585 person them did happen, you know. You see me I say? So when you look on the work of them, what them do? When you look on the work of, I could see this now. When you look on the work of the Federal Reserve, So what's the Federal Reserve and what does it do? Federal Reserve System Central Bank. I like how we have a bank, but for them bank, you know, in the world of the US. It conduct monetary policy to manage inflation, maximize unemployment, and stabilize interest rate. The Fed supervise the nation's largest banks and provide financial service to the US government. Now look at our little bank now. And in our little capital, 2.8 million, but them, the governor get bigger pay than who run the Federal Reserve. You run the Federal Reserve, and you run the whole US thing, you run the whole world, you know. Eh? See, nobody not talk all these things. But we in a third world country and live like we are first world, I pay them money, them kind of money there. And look at some where people get for minimum wage. Eh? What man get? It could appear how much people. Him get entertainment, him get all kind of things, you know, in a third world country. See? That's what I tell you, say it can't. You understand? We are go. We have 4 deputy governor, we have a senior governor. We have the governor, Bank of Jamaica governor, we have a next one there, so and we have 4 deputy. And then we have a bag of other people who are here. So the bank alone, they absorb some, the big sum that draw out, it terrible. And can you imagine you have a Bank of Jamaica governor get bigger pay than even who are on Congress? And pay, a matter of fact, if the money never devalue, or when the money never devalue, the other day gone so far, they get more than because the vice president get like 200,000, right? Yeah, so that'll be 30 million. I just through the money devalue. If they never devalue like this, the money reaching 30 million. Them that they like 8 and 8, 16 million, nearly like 20 million. But the money devalue rapidly from the other day. Make when you wait up so buy back the US, that's why it stays so. You understand? So this will show you the man who run the Federal Reserve around the world with a currency there. Because it will use trade. I get less pay than our little flimsy nasty Bank of Jamaica. What I tell you, say? See them that want to tell you how much money Google Gaga get and listen. Like it's a privacy thing. You can put in Panata about contract. You should have the contract. You should have police go up in a bank. Win a business. So we have to bond this. You understand when them come and buy the vehicle when them are traveling now, pay 20 and $30 million vehicle them traveling now. Although the country don't have it. And them tell you say, hey, we can't have the plane, but yes still, them have to use plane fly out. So them give you the big bill, instead of we have the plane and we could have cushion something. We don't have no plane. We don't have no train. We got be the backbone for move things and better now like how, you know, you extend planet like how, you know, go from parish to parish and thing and people with goods and services and it can draw the cart with, you know, manufacturing goods and all kind of things. One locomotive could do a lot of things. And you put some nice passenger train and build on that. More than build on all the buses, build on the train system. You go to Portland, can't choose St. Thomas and think people that take it. You just take all one day and go circle and think as you know. You understand? It take. From it nice and you upgrade it and it nice and it'll move right and everything. You're good. Same? And your backbone. Get rid of that. But Jamaica government and live like first world government. And bigger than you have the #1 country in the world. But them, the governor get paid more than the man who run the Federal Reserve. Oh, that work. Them say them cut down the one from 38 million and cut it down to 29 and point that plus him have that thing, so it ain't up them that in the 30s. So I'm still tie up with the Federal Reserve, man. I beat him by a little same way. Still let me add with the money they value. You see money or money they big? So the Bank of Jamaica Governor the other day, him did I get paid like where the President of the United States used to get. A little bit higher, I have over 400,000 US him to get. When the value never dropped down so far. You understand? So it dropped down so far now, it no value certain things right now. Saying that him that get. Saying? Do much million with them quota give this man for pile up for do what? And you have 4 other deputy governor with them people and they have an executive where you have pay and them thing there. With the bank can't cut, the bank can't stop we if the world going in a recession, you know. Jamaica bank is nothing, you know. So them do in the bank, let me tell you what I do. Them in that Jamaica bank, them use the same dollar, where you see the Federal Reserve control, the same dollar and them sell it to our money. I them a trade. I trade money. Sit down there, and that them get paid for mash up a country. Sit down there and trade money. So you want money for buy and war and them go and trade and yes, it gone up now because this and that and we have around 3 billion in the reserve and all kind of things. Not so long we just talk about India. When we just talk about India, and 10 million they get, you know. We have 100 million at about 1.5 or a 15.2 billion that, you know. A 100 million they get, you know. US. 100 million US. Saying? So 15.2 billion. 15 billion 200 million. Saying? Remember them they put $5.8 billion. So them are buy vaccine and things. So if you just get that water equipment and all kind of things, you have to come tell me because them give you water equipment which have taxi, ambulance and everything in that. So we now get things. But the money we want to put aside, we not see it neither. Because remember them goon as a gift. See? And Japan and give them other things as gift. Other people are give them things as gift. So we don't know what 15.2 billion. 15.2 billion. Them are buy and them still go get some vaccine that's already and them still get other things. And I talk about them a put a like them want to sell all people but them a put this. By the way, me them a talk about them a imply me see something where the health minister say them a imply 80 staff and it come up to 300 million. Stop them foolishness there. You have pharmacies right around the place, we have clinics and we have the hospital them. Saying? So we have the whole of them pharmacy there. And we have clinic and them together. If you imply about a talk about staff, we have the pharmacy system and them know for administer certain things. More than a talk about staff because we can't just go get a nurse out of the blues or some people but we have to train them that are phone style. And then so we have a rent place. So we have a rent place and we have so much clinic and them thing there. Saying? We don't can range up if kid go to school or something or who they at school now. You range a little bus to go to school them and get one. Oh, and them have clinic in some areas and them have clinic in every area. And we have pharmacy, all about. So that just, and we have private hospital in a Kingston full, and this is the biggest population. It's over Portmore in a St. Catherine. So what you just range up the whole of them private doctor office and them thing and talk to them, you don't need for rent something. Make them administer the drugs here too. Come up with something with them. See me and say, I want to stop that foolishness, man. We can't in a third world country. And then the man them I spend like, you know, when you about budget and the money with them spend is like them not care for poor people because enough people got them bed hungry. You think them care for no not vote for them? It look like them care. One of those ones so handout I want to never see why the man them see money and there's a thief money so. You understand talk about misappropriate use of fund. Them come up with all some kind of come and just thief. So me not call it that. Me just say thief. But misappropriate. Use of fun. That is foolishness. They thief some money, you send it through some channel and where you look to make woman get money and woman go draw money and you say brother stick and give woman 30,000 out of $1,000,000 and then send how much money and say the woman work for this. People sign up say them a cook and them thing and get money off a cruel greed. Because the woman come out and come talk and she not go to jail, so she come talk. So me don't know why all them cases are not done. Do you understand? See there? Them a live that big, me telling you before. I mean, I show you the facts there. So, can you imagine Jamaica, 2.8 million people, a little nasty bank. But you have money not spend nowhere else. And you have the feds, the man who run the Federal Reserve, the chairman. Our Bank of Jamaica get for years bigger money than him. And the money they value and them they are around the same amount now. After them reduce the money from half a lot about the year and Sykes now give him a little less by a couple million and thing and then the money still the value gone at 152 to 1. Them they are around the same thing. I would just maybe just little over him. Same way. And this is the man who run the Bank of Reserve, you know. Who run the world and have the money that try up, you know, so all kind of things. The world intertwined and tied to that US dollar. And him, we can't do nothing for we. He might get the money there. Plus you have 4 deputy, plus you have an ex-senior governor, plus you have how much executive, plus you have all kind of people that sit down there and a trade US. For them go trade some coffee and some banana and trade the backside and trade some cement and trade some things where worthwhile. Yeah, trade US dollar. I trade it. Yeah, like that thing for you for just sell like that. To make trade it. Eh? Let me tell you this. When you go Germany and do US dollar, so that means when you go in Europe, you don't see nothing in the US like that. No. Because them just use their money. When they are Canada, you don't see US. And if they are Canada and them use Canadian, them not change it for you for go bank. So although them they're the bad and like the US because them economy stand up firm. So nobody don't miss US dollar. So you come with $20, them I give back $20. A shop. Anything bigger than that, you go to bank or change it. Them don't want it. Them analyze them and run it down. Because them economy good, them not them good. When you go to England, the same thing. You there England, the same thing. You know, see the US like that, like you know. A matter of fact, we don't in England, like London, them place. When they in England, you know, see Scottish pound. I like my brethren who that carry go to Scotland all the time and carry you see the pound. Another never have pound to it, yeah? Yeah. So you see, so them have their own pound, but you don't see that pound there. Down in London like frequent, they mark Scottish, them have feed them pound and them just up the road. See? Same queen the planet, but you know Scotland pound them and because spend it send anywhere, you know. But you know you have to see the English pound, not the Scottish pound. Another Netherlands pound. Because the money does. You see me I say? So you know see like them have to say this and kill themselves. See? In a Jamaica now them sit down about yard trade. Every day you get up a yard trade. Eh? And I push up this and push up island thing. And with that way I pay them for mash up the country. And sell out over half and I look for tax. And then when them do them run tax right across the boat so the small man pay more. I'm tell you the small man pay more. If you the bigger you is in there so you can get credit, eh? You get credit card, you can get credit line of credit and you get anything because of them friend and friend run it. But you have a little money, you have a little corner shop. You have to go buy half bag of flour. So you end up go buy it from the Chinese and you end up and say the half bag of flour you want to make a pound money because you have to send you them go to school and everything. So the little corner, the little man them get a suffer because if he have the money for buy 10 pound one time, he don't get it better wholesale, but him can't do it. He can't buy a pound and 2 pound. So the money when I take buy 1 pound, it could have buy really 3 pound of flour, 2.5 pound of flour. Yeah. 2 pound of flour. When I buy 3 pound, if you can buy 3 pound, that could have buy maybe 6 pound. But you don't have the money to buy the whole 10. I will see them have to buy that. See? And when them buy the chicken back and buy this, you know, buy the case. And that them have a feed pan. Chicken back. All dog eat better than enough people in Jamaica right now. Serious. A matter of fact, If you look at any animal hospital, more to Google it and look at animal hospital overseas and look at our top hospital, KPH, the slaughterhouse, Mother's House slaughterhouse. And look at it and just look on the wall and look at it and tell me if them animal hospital then look enough time better than Jamaica and cleaner than our little hospital, our big dirty hospital. We talk the truth, we're no business. Because the man them now work and you have some people, yes, are the best thing, and you don't have a doctor. When you know someone is sick in the down there, them leaving up our water and one nurse stand up like you know, like how the water, them they have the tower, and so them have a little tower in the ward, in a little thing where the nurse sit down, but nurse and she look around. And when you look up here, bed, string out, like when they go war, and then people that sick and them put up the little tent hospital, them so in the look, you know. We don't do dirty curtain and two little fan and all kind of things to blow back nasty breeze by you. See? I have to lie down there with a one drip when I do nothing. Doctor now come till tomorrow. Doctor never stay at the hospital. You can't get the doctor so. I mean, the doctor supposed to be at the hospital for a man of cardiac arrest or something. You have to call doctor. For them one come, either you dead it out or you live it out. See? Jamaica, when it comes to service, third world country service, pit back and everything, third world. You see the government and them live like they will live better than some first world politician. More money, more this, and them type themselves in all kind of contract and do all kind of things. People want to wake up. The government, the governor for our bank, central bank, I get bigger money than the governor, than the chairman for the federal, for the American central bank. But go on the world, we do it for them money. Eh? With a nation of 2.8 million people, with a nation of 300 million people, 330 million people. Eh? Number one is that the superpower country. And you, where everybody look and say boom, bam, bam, you know, as a little third world country, you have a governor. Plus you have 4 this and that governor, deputy governor, you have an ex-senior governor, you have a board, executive board with much more other people, and then much more people are working there for what? I don't know. And that should have shut down because if the dollar fail, Jamaica fail too. Because it's tight that way there. Say them I need it. I better just say, oh, I better we start use the dollar, you know. And get rid of them people, you know. Just get rid of them. See, that save Jamaica a lot of money. Lot of money. With the money where the governor get money for. Because you have so much people work under you, then 500 odd people, them do the work. So you have different manager where you have to pay and all kind of thing, much million. So does that bank alone, I tell you, say, maybe it will run with more than $500 billion. Yeah? It will run with some big money, man. Do you understand? Because when you put out the governor, them alone, you know. Them alone, you know. They gone over 100 million with these. Just the governor, them alone. 100 million. And they have a board and think, billion, I talk about billion, couple billion. 500 million. They gone over a couple billion. See? They must can, of course, 500 people. They gone over $1 billion, maybe them budget $1 billion, 2, 3, 4, 5 billion with these. Because they have nearly 600 people and staff. So you have some people that were, you know, so when you think about the budget alone and them, you just cut them out. Get rid of them. Them don't make no sense. Yeah, you have some people that get some terrible money in this. And you still minimum wage. Minimum wage hour. I tell you them money I get more than what Bank of Jamaica get, right? And where the thing they get. The Federal Reserve man I get. And minimum wage in Jamaica right now, $50. Less than $50. Around 72. Say less than $50. Less than $50. 40 something dollar for a week. See? Say less than $170. Near $170, near $180 for the month. 1 month. So how much did I get? If I get $20 an hour, 8 hours in that work, one of him there, I'm going to get $25 an hour work, 8 hours and get more than one man get for the month. You look on that, minimum wage. Eh? Because them not the minimum wage, I'm do it. So I say, oh, see that's why Biden want to push it to $15, which You have McDonald's and some other place and another place I pay $15 and up, you know. But them I say them want to move it for I have some state to pay like $7.50 or $8 or whatever. But there are people where them use them conscience and you get $14, $15, $16, $20 whatever. See? But you look on that and look at our whole minimum wage. If you get $40 for the week for 5 days, you bust it in a 5. And that's the way you get. You understand? You don't get nothing. You understand? You don't get nothing. You might get $9 something. $9 something you get. You never get $10. If you get $10, 5, 10, 5 or 50. So you get $9. $9 something. You understand? 5 9 45. You get $9 something. 40 something you get. Since I get $9 some silver. For the whole for 1 day. If you do 8 hours, that means I get $1 add per hour. $1. $1 add per hour. $1 little bit. $1% per hour. You understand? Maybe $1.10, $1.10, $1.12, somewhere around there, so 12.5 cents, somewhere around there, so $1 add. You get per hour. I remember, you know, if you get $8, you get $1 hour. You get $9. So you have to bust the $9. $1 you get per hour. $1 little bit per hour you work. See? And meanwhile, governor get bigger than the man who run the Central Reserve. We run the whole country down. At the reserve that we run the world, you know your money are spending, you know. We control for them money, you know, float across the world where you trade with, you know. Eh? That's why I say them can't talk to me, because of them kind of thing. You know, to have some people them now going in them details kind of program with them, you know. But me as a man, I sit down and study them and see what them are doing, what them buy for themselves and how them are enrich themselves and them things. But enough people not see this. That's why me as a man like me, the wilderness to ball out. Some people say, yeah, when I fool, you know, see what I want. You know, see the people them I live like them a first world government in a third world country who don't have nothing. Look on the road them. I watch something the other day when they talk about turn port. You were upon them head. Turn Portmore in a parish. And them I say them are gonna upgrade the road with 3-inch. Them are gonna fix the road them, and them I tell you which road them are gonna fix for turn it in a main road. So main road now, them I tell you say 3-inch of Barber Green, but 3-inch of Barber Green are like residential road, you know, between me and you know. 2.5 to 3 inch of Barber Green are really residential road that, you know. I remember when them road that fix a foreign, you know, because them I want thicker than that, but them I use concrete and use other things, you know. And if you have clay, you move out the clay and then compact it with where they use compact it, the mall and the grit and them things. They saying this a road. You understand? So kind of we have mall like clear tech, you know, like you know when it's wet, you know, expand and all kind of things. So you don't clear it out and then compact it nice, and then if you concrete it over and then concrete that thicker most the road them are fine, you know, so enough concrete enough thing them I use. See? But you have a road where you can use big vehicle and all kind of things. Unless you not use big vehicle in a place where you live, like residential road, you use 2.5 to 3 inch. Kind of take too much heavy traffic neither. Some little car. But them road there, you can't put them 3 inch. When me a 3 inch, I see no problem. We can make it thicker than that too. I know when more time say for maintain 1 kilogram of road, say them say over 50 or 56% of the road now. No good in Jamaica, you know. And more than that in around 88%. Them are coming 58%, but well, anybody at 50 or more, half or more than that. See? So it turn back dust. And I tell you, say, we don't need much trillion for a fix. That's what them tell me, you know. But them could have give youth and it maintain from then till now. But they never want to do that because they want to give a contract and a blah. About $7 million per kilometer for maintain road. We have our road and we don't see nobody accompany it. So we still collect the $7 million and say we don't maintain road. And then, you have me $7 million for maintain what? For buy the barber, and it now just, if you fix it with it now, got it up. So you talk about $7 million per year for maintain 1 kilometer road, 1 kilo, yeah. You understand? That don't make no sense. You see me I say? You see me I say? So we don't talk about it, it just can't make no, it don't make no sense. You see me I say? So, me have to just burn them. Because them a live bigger than them means, you know. And them a draw down poor people and them not see it. And then them send out, you know, people of the state for just come finish and go poor people and them thing there. Me see one of them I show something yesterday I show you police coming for ask them for them search warrant and police talk to you nice and thing. So them I advertise them thing and know I tell you about but remember we are fight them thing then I tell them say search for a long time. Just be nice and make a build up at the place. Get rid of the bandit, them will go to prison, them go to prison. Them man must get them kind of money up. Me don't know where them get the money for. Because them not doing nothing for the economy. If US sink now, the whole of Jamaica pop down. Any country that's a catch cold. Jamaica, I wait to catch them. Because if them catch cold, you know, remember new moon in Jamaica get, you know, same time, you know. You understand? And I just understand the concept a new moon of them again. You understand? Any one of them country, if them lose, just one little piece of thing where the whole of Jamaica lean, mash up, tear up, dent up and all kind of things. So we don't need certain things. If it stop live like big government, like first world government in a third world country, at that me I say. There you know. Lonesome, keep it real, yeah? Oh.